Why are keychains so expensive? The answer is because they aren't easy to make on your own. This looks extremely difficult. Plastic is an enemy to DIY, and do I look like a blacksmith to you? Even if you go online for a solution, they are all rather bland. Honestly, clay or crocheting is your best bet for making custom keychains because of how low the startup costs are. But obviously, this video isn't about that. Today, I'm proposing a new option, laser engraved keychains. Laser engravers open an enormous window to DIY keychain possibilities. You can now use wood, leather, and metal to make keychains, and it might even be better for the environment than having a keychain made out of plastic. You can go cute, rustic, or modern. You can make custom gifts for your family and friends, or you can make things the world has never seen before and might not ever want to see ever again. And while laser engraving is more expensive due to its initial costs, it gives you a much more diverse pool of fun than other crafting methods do. Laser engraving is definitely far from being popular and can be a bit tricky. So that's why I'm here to show you the magic it brings to the art and crafting world, if you stay tuned. Perhaps it's time to ask, what is a keychain? A keychain is something chained to a key, but we also use them on our bags. Then I guess they're called charms. But don't these also go on bracelets? Wait, aren't earrings just keychains on your body? Keychains can really be anything, and that's the beauty of it.
Holy Jesus!
There are no basic rules to making a keychain, but I'll show you some ideas to follow today. In this video, we'll be using the xTool M1. This is a laser engraver I reviewed before, and it's the perfect laser engraver for making keychains. The machine can easily cut wood and engrave metal or leather, and its interface makes it extremely easy to use, and I definitely recommend it. What's even better is that the company xTool understands that their laser engravers can't go without materials, so they sell everything that you need, especially for keychain making. Personally, I enjoy their wood selection because they have so many different wood types and they're pretty reliable on quality. If you're interested in the xTool M1 or the materials they stock, check out the description below. They sent me some materials for today's video, some wood, pre-made metal charms, and leather strips. Let's see what we can do with these. Wood keychains seem weird since they aren't a popular choice of material, and this is because plastic is so durable and nice that it's taken everyone by storm. But wood really has its own natural beauty. Out of all the options I'll show you today, this one is probably the coolest and most customizable. You can engrave a design, paint a design, or print a design. There can be depth, it can be flat, simple, complex. Holy crap, there's so much you could do. For a start, let's make the most simple wood engraved keychain, which is an appeal. They often sell on Etsy for so much money, even though they're so easy to make. $20 for a piece of wood with my name on it? Really? I guess it is a bit of work. You have to know how to work some digital graphics, engrave the design, and cut out the shape. The xTool M1 is really perfect for this because of its built-in camera. It allows for perfect positioning that many open laser engravers lack. Set the power to low and engrave the words, then set the power to 100 and cut it out with a couple passes. Oh, it didn't cut. Well, one thing to keep in mind is that your laser engraver has to be compatible with the materials. The xTool M1 only boasts a 10-watt laser, which can't really cut through 1/4 inch wood. Whoops. If only xTool would send me a new laser engraver. A simple solution is to cut on 1/8 inch wood and glue both sides together. Something simple like this is achievable with half a brain and a laser engraver, and it's really neat. I think I'll give this to my brother when he's not looking. Of course, you can be much more creative. Getting a nice design and creating an outline shape will get you this. Brilliant! Because it's a keychain. You can even use different designs and materials to make something really unique. Black and white images can also be done really well since laser engravers can adjust their power based on the shades of black and white. You do need to find the right settings though. And don't be afraid to test out everything on the wood because you're not going to be perfect the first try. If you understand the wood type you are using and the power of your laser, you can even laser engrave different layers to get a 3D effect. This is a Minecraft keychain I made in a video before, and this time I made it much bigger. This is to illustrate the one simple weakness wood keychains have compared to others, and that's durability. My old Minecraft inspired keychains broke way too easily, so I made this one bigger and thicker. Of course, wood is weaker than plastic. That's why plastic keychains are so popular. But good design can prevent that. Stray away from making protrusions on the keychain that are too thin. Ensure the chaining hole is in a strong location, and if you're using natural wood, cut where the wood grain is vertical instead of. These keychains definitely celebrate the wonder of nature, and that's great. It won't pollute the earth, but we can still have some color, right? Painting a design straight on wood is pretty hard, but by engraving, you can easily define areas and paint them accordingly. This is great for emulating acrylic keychains with a nice spin. The wood texture gives a wonderful look, but you can also cover it up and make something more modern looking. However, I hear you, painting can be quite a pain. What if instead you could print your favorite design on wood like an acrylic keychain? Well, of course you could do that too. Watching a YouTube tutorial to learn how to do something so then I can make my own YouTube tutorial is my life. Now what I did right there made it look easy, but you didn't see the failed hours of testing. Good luck to you if you try this. Maybe I'll make a more in-depth tutorial about this in the future. The last step is probably the most important step. Don't forget, of course, to properly treat your wood. Apply stains or a protective coating if you want the wood to last. In general, I use a polyurethane coating for all the keychains because it's really durable. This one is even resistant to UV rays and does a great job. With all this, I could probably make so much money on Etsy. Instead, I'm out here selling knowledge to you for free. What a life to live. Metal keychains are more restrictive, of course. With a 10-watt laser the M1 holds, cutting any significant amount of metal is impossible. So instead, we'll be using xTool's pre-cut metal keychain designs. Today I have some heart charms, but there are other shapes you can order, of course. The basic idea of making a metal keychain is that you can engrave whatever you want on it. Some simple ideas include names and small designs, and for this case, maybe love? I don't know. Currently I'm not in a relationship, so let's do the next best thing. What the fuck? Okay, apparently my sister isn't that popular, so we'll just do my mom instead. Looks as expected. Laser engraving metal is a little weird though. Certain colors come out at different laser powers. Here's a weird chart demonstrating that. However, the xTool M1 and its 10-watt laser is too weak for this. You'd probably need a 20-watt laser to get the rainbow of color demonstrated here. I did this off camera. Maybe xTool should send me a 20-watt laser. To be honest, metal keychains are much less customizable than wood ones. But the great thing about these are that they will definitely last forever. This keychain will be around after I die. I can pass this on to my children and my grandchildren. In 100 years, this could be all that's left of my legacy. All this work, all these videos, all my friends and family will boil down to this. Well, it's better than nothing. These keychains are much easier to make because you don't really have to plan out how you're going to cut it. Plus, being made by metal feels much more rich. People are probably going to ask you, where can I buy that? And the only answer you can give them is that a shirtless, sweaty man in a garage taught me how to make them. The last material I have from xTool are these. These tassels are made out of fake leather called PU leather, and when engraved, they show a metallic surface underneath. Technically, they are bookmarks and not keychains, but I think they still function as such. Similar to metal, this is meant primarily for engraving only. I made this Chinese style design to fit onto the strip and tested it out. It did engrave, but it turns out you have to use a very low power to show the metallic shine. I tried again on the backside, and well, this is one beautiful tassel. I definitely had to try one more design, and yeah, these are amazing. One strength of the engraver you can see here is the inhuman detail it could capture. While these leather tassels give you the least freedom out of all of the options today, they are still pretty damn cool. Chaining the keychains is the last step. I recommend buying some keychain rings and clips on Amazon or something. String can also work for a rustic vibe, but it will be less durable than metal. I used some twine for these keychains because they fit the theme. For metal, I found that overlapping rings were the most durable option. These non-overlapping keychain rings might look good too, but they're literally cancer, and if you use it on your keychain, it will come off. Literally the worst keychaining rings ever. You can even use an actual chain, which is just a bunch of really small rings basically. Whatever you choose, the process is the same. Loop whatever through the hole and secure it. Add the clip-on for easy attachments, and there's a finished keychain. Some of these keychains were designed without a hole, and instead I drilled and attached a metal ring to make the connection a little more subtle. It's amazing to think that you can make all of these with a single machine, and trust me, there are much more possibilities I can think of using acrylic, felt, cardboard, real leather, cork, and more wood. But I think that might have to be saved for another video. Keychains are simple, fun art, and while most people really won't notice or care, I'm sure it'll bring joy to their owner. If you're interested in laser engraving, don't hesitate to get on board. With so many uses, this is one machine that will be worth it. Several xTool links are available in the description for your creative needs, and I hope you have a chance to make at least one of these keychains. Thank you for watching, and as always, be sure to make some more fun.